Hello everyone, my name is Imperius and welcome back to Eviternity II. Today we're doing the final level, the boss level, Cosmology. And this is a pretty rare treat. We haven't achieved this since map 2 of this WOD, but this is actually a blind Annihilate Me playthrough. As in, I have beaten this level on Ultraviolence before, but this is the first time I've ever played it on Annihilate Me. And what a treat it is! So, we've got our giant boss thing, and it comes in 3 phases. This is the first phase. We do damage to it. No BFG, so we're using plasma and shotgun and rockets mostly. I'm not sure if it's immune to splash or not, but we have the tools we need to get the job done. For now, stage 1 is just to whittle its health down a little bit until it disappears. And then we have the interlude, and then the second and third phase after the second interlude. Now, how was I able to do this first try on Annihilate Me? Well, it's not because the level isn't challenging or the boss isn't difficult or interesting. It's really just because of the mechanics of Doom. If you give yourself a wide enough circle to run around, you're pretty much never going to get hit or never really be in that much danger. The one exception to that is what you just saw there, which is the fact that this boss does have an Archviolet attack. It does have a BFG attack as well, but I'm not sure that's ever actually hit me. Maybe it does later in the fight, I'm not too sure. But certainly the Archvile attack is the only one where you need to stay stationary for, and you need to just hide. Otherwise, just continually run around in a circle and try and dodge his projectiles. As you can see, I'm not really getting hit by anything. And one other thing you notice is that the floor does periodically melt, so you do need to be aware of where you're standing in order to not get caught in that damaging floor. And there we go, that's phase 1 done. So now we're going to get a whole bunch of Astral Cacodemons. So the first interlude is Astral Cacodemons. And again, the strategy here is pretty simple. We're just going to run around in a big circle until they all kind of group up in the middle by the fountain. Then we're going to kill them. And then once they're all dead, the boss will come back for phase 2. Which is really just more of the same. I think maybe with a slightly higher tempo to it. I feel like the tempo does increase phase on phase. But that could just be the adrenaline building up. So there's quite a lot of these guys. I think probably maybe too many, because this isn't exactly platinum tier gameplay, is it? We just run around in a circle firing rockets at them. It doesn't really matter if there's 100 or 10. It's the same strategy, and it's pretty low risk. But we are whittling them down, and then once we get to whatever it is, like 38 or something, not 38, like 40, they will all be dead, and then we can fight the boss again. What number are we going to end up with? Like 43? 45, it looks like. I'm just using some bullets just to make sure that I balance out my ammo a little bit, because I'm pretty certain I'm not going to use bullets against this boss, but I may need some shells, and I probably will need rockets, so... There we go, right. Second phase of the boss. He's going to come back any moment. He's going to come back any moment. No, I've got to press a switch. That's right. Now he's back. Oh, look, the skybox changed. I mean, I don't know what it is, but it's very impressive. But you can see the strategy is the same. We're taking wide circles around it. I'm playing this phase a lot safer than the previous phase, just because, yeah, this is like a blind run, so to speak, and just being a bit more cautious. But you could definitely be more aggressive, or less aggressive, I suppose, depending on how you want to play it. But it is very impressive. I do like its attacks. Might as well pick up a Mega. That's quite a large hit I took there. There we go with the Archvile attack. It's really the follow-ups to the Archvile attack that tends to get you, because that's where you tend to be full. Stood still, sorry. I mean, if you need to take one of those Archvile attacks, it's not the end of the world. Like, there are plenty of medkits, soul spheres, mega armors around the edge of the arena. They can just be a bit of a pain to get to with this sort of collapsing floor. I'm pretty certain the floor did do this movement pattern in Ultraviolence, but it does it on, like, it's like it's on steroids or something on this Ultra Annihilate Me version. In fact, the level itself, the boss's attacks, movement patterns, it's all the same as on Ultraviolence. It's just had a healthy dose of trend. Right, second interlude. Now this is a bit more spicy because we've got Nightmare Cacodemons, and these guys will absolutely munch you. So you really do want to get that circle strafing down and really try and corral them into the middle as much as possible. So we're going to start with wide circles until we get them all in the arena and all roughly in the same sort of space. And then we will slowly close those circles in, make them tighter to really trap them in the middle. There's no quick way to do this. These things are far too deadly to piss about and try and change directions. So we're just going to... a couple of rockets, a couple of pot shots. Like, a lot of them are going to miss, but it is what we've got to do. I think he probably could have given the player a railgun for this, but maybe just very limited on bullets. Maybe. I actually don't think you need to change this at all. I'm just kind of thinking, what could you do differently? Epic music again, by the way. Yeah, I'm running a little low on rockets, but I can see there's only like 15 enemies left in the level, so we are whittling them down bit by bit. They are escaping a little bit too. Don't really want to use plasma, so I think we're going to have to go for shells. I am trying to make the circles a bit tighter, but I think that's probably too risky. That was very risky. That was insanely risky. But I enjoyed this a lot. Like, the fact I never played this before and I thought, okay, well, we'll give it a go. You know, I know it's a boss level, so I took the punt on recording it anyway. And yeah, obviously it works out, but it means that when I'm playing this, it feels like way more intense than something that's sort of been practiced and anticipated. There's a lot more on the line when you're doing something like this for the first time, because, you know, I can come onto YouTube and credibly say this is the first time I played the level. I can't do that if it's like third or fourth. So even that's playing in my mind as I'm doing this. Which is what you want from a boss level, right? It's supposed to be high stakes. This is high stakes. We're now down to the third and final phase of this boss fight. And the skybox changes again! Oh, and he teleports around now. The stakes have never been higher. I can't remember if he teleports or not on Ultraviolence. Yeah, we took a hit there, but look, you can see it's not the end of the world. I'm going to get out of this pit. Pick up a Soul Sphere and we're doing okay. I'm really keeping my distance now. Like, this is now a fight of attrition. And again, don't get too distracted by the towers. They can't hit you if you keep circle strafing. Boys, this is intense. Look at that, they've reduced the path size again for this final phase. Sneaky. What the hell was that? Oh my goodness. Mega me up, please. Oh, he's close. He's close. He's doing his towers. Keep moving. Keep moving. He's doing his flamethrower attack. Oh, I don't like that one at all. And we were off. That's some good damage we got in there. That was some good damage. Boys, he's dead. He's dead. Look at that explosion. Oh, there we go. Well, what can I say? That was the final level. There is a little epilogue which we'll play through next, straight after this. But yeah, thank you very much for watching that one, and let's transition over to the epilogue. And here we are with the epilogue. So this level is a homage level. You've got these different wedges that take you through to themed areas, and in each themed area is a reflection of the level that you beat to get here, as well as the music associated with that level. So let's go take a look. So here we've got Sovereign, and you can see they've got this lovely little fade and a picture of the level. Great level, Sovereign. Enjoyed that one. And Charge, probably my favourite of the pack. Charge music, please. Thank you very much. Yeah, let's enjoy that for a few moments. Now it says 0 kills, 0 secrets, but there is actually a secret to this level, and we're going to start by pressing this oblation level, which is actually a switch. All of the levels are switches, but you have to press a certain ones in a certain order in order to activate the non-secret secrets, that's right, of this level. And I didn't mean to come into that one. Where do I want to go? So we start with oblation, then we press engulfed, and the next one is vestige, I believe, which I think is in here. No, it's dominion, and then numb. Now that will lower the pillars in this room, which will give us some items. I'm going to press inclement as well for good measure. You don't need to do that, I don't think. And we're going to pick up all these weapons. We've got 200, so obviously there's going to be some enemies. And wouldn't you know it, when we go back out into the level, there's a whole bunch of mini cacodemons. So let's kill them. We're going to use the railgun because this is the last chance we're going to get to use it. And you might be thinking to yourself, hang on a second, didn't you say secrets? What else does this level have apart from some weapons and some mini cacodemons? Well, that's a good question. And to answer that, we should probably stop attacking the mini cacodemons and go back into the cold room. Because we need to find Temporary and press Temporary. Good music, that level. Great level, that level. And then we're going to go in here and we're going to press Quetzalcoatl. And then we're going to go in here and press Quetzalcoatl again. What? And finally, we're going to go and press Vestige, which is what I was thinking of earlier. And that lowers the pillars in this room to a super secret. Certainly a final release special, this one. It wasn't in the version I played before. Enjoy this. That's one hell of a tune, isn't it? I do enjoy it. And yeah, this is why we kept that one cacodemon alive, was to enjoy this final music as we kill it. Standard rules, there's only one enemy left, so that means we have to kill it with a fist. Damn, he's fast. Damn, he's dead. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Eviternity II. What a wild ride this has been. A little slow on the final uploads, I know. Have had some things coming through in life that have just slowed it down, unfortunately, but I am very glad to have been able to finish this and present this final package to you. For those that are wondering, I will not be doing map 36 on Annihilate Me. That level is just too difficult for me to single segment, and so I won't be uploading that one. I have done it on Ultraviolence and can upload it on Ultraviolence if you want, but otherwise I think I'm going to end my journey there. So, once again, look, thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next project. Thank you very much.